with the Darkseer before. It's like classic.
That's good.
Yeah. Combo, and then he did play the lane a lot, and then his mid to late game became more about putting in like deep wards down, giving vision with track, disturbing the triangle.
10 seconds remaining.
How much does he need a hero?
You find the lean out. Willow, you don't stand a chance against Snap. Snap can just kill you anytime.
I actually think it might be mid. I think it just meets this need of like I said, boosted travel mid that can just go around and make plays. Like your bounty can scout things out. You pair with another support and your offlaner, and then Snapfire can just TP in from wave and then contribute with her ult. It just feels so nice, and we've already seen no one play at this tournament and look very, very good. 8 out of 10 games that they was played this tournament have been a win. So Snapfire, great success rate. Yeah. If Snapfire does turn out to be mid, will this be a Lina mid or carry? Do you want to play Lina against the Snapfire?
Yeah, it's a very good matchup for you. Like you will win the lane. But this Wyvern here is, I mean, I feel like Snap is probably one of the best heroes against Wyvern because you can't really save with the Embrace.
Yeah, I think the Wyvern is mainly just picked for the carry to secure lane. It's very strong. You can harass with your Q, and then you can also heal your carry. It's very nice. I also really like the centaur pick against Snapfire specifically, as you are able to just stampede whenever you see the kisses, and it's basically impossible to hit the kisses. They don't have many roots or stuns on vision. They do have this Darkseer now who's gonna vacuum wall. However, you still have stampede for that, so unless they're able to follow it up with a stun, you are able to just run away. But I like it. I think Darkseer is a good pick. You enable the the Bounty Hunter, you push waves, so the pairing is very good. One guy is looking for kills and like setting it up, and the other guy is just farming waves and scaling. So very good pairing.
Well, we have got a ban on the Sven, which implies that maybe Vision is respecting that Lina to go mid. What else can you think? It's GPK on the side of BoomBoys in that mid lane, and he has Lina as his signature hero, so I would not be surprised if he is the one that wants to play it on the main stage of the International. Tiny is the second carry to get banned out by them, as we do see that there's, for both teams, quite a bit of bonus time left. I'd love to see that in game 1 of a best of 3. It just means that both teams have something prepared and they are ready to showcase what they did prepare against each other. We got an Undying and an Elder Titan being banned, and I think crowd favorite coming in with the overall last pick. Techies, meaning Snapfire will be taking that mid lane.
Damn right. Techies last pick! Hype! I was looking at Ducalis' hero pool and I was like, oh, Elder Titan would be so nice in the banned. I was like, well, there's a Techies for like, you know, vacuum into the explosion. I'm sure we're going to see that at least once this game. It's not quite as much control as I was hoping to see, I will say.
They don't have much stuns though. Like, they don't have a way to initiate just the bounty shadow walk. I don't know if it's going to be a problem somewhere down the road, but yeah. I don't really see them setting up kills easily on the map.
Yeah, it does give them, I mean, a lot of kill threat.
A lot of damage. They have a lot of damage, but lacking in setup. Maybe they can itemize to sort that issue out.
It's interesting because you want stuns for pickoffs, and then you want stuns for teamfight. And for pickoffs, they have the Bounty Hunter who is able to like double stun with his invis. So theoretically, they should have enough to like pick off people on the map. And then for teamfights, they kind of have the vacuum into just a bunch of AoE spells from the Snapfire and the Techies. So theoretically, it is also enough. It's just very unconventional way of picking heroes. Yeah. It's not like some simple, you know, let's pick Mars and he's gonna arena and that's our team fight. Instead, they kind of make it work with the heroes that they have.
And we got Kez.
Very exciting.
I don't even know why they left it for last pick. It's like,
I mean, they had to ban like some kind of melee hero. They banned, I would say that the bans were fine. They banned Tiny and what was the other melee hero?
Sven.
They banned Sven. So those are kind of like, it kind of makes sense, you know. They wanted to nerf the laning phase, but BoomBoys, they still got what they want here. I think overall, if I have to choose which one I would rather play, I'd probably slightly favor BoomBoys lineup. I think it's nicer to play their heroes. In the team fights, I would say that it's easier for them to execute their spells and to win the team fight there, as long as they don't get run down in the laning phase too much.
All about that laning stage once again. We gotta make up our minds at some point, which we find more important, because the laning stage, I think when we're talking about that mid lane, maybe especially when we're talking about no one versus GPK, this might be a game that will heavily, maybe more heavily rely on the success rate of those two players, Rhea.
I just feel like when I look at this lineup, I'm like, you have no real cooldowns for Vision to play on the map. Like, you put Iron Shell on your bounty, you can use techies all the time and just go crazy. Like, no one's gonna have so much magic damage. You're just gonna be able to go bam, bam, bam. Whereas you can like bait out this Wyvern ult or this Centaur ult, and then you can just go again. You just keep going.
You just keep going. Okay, we started this series with having BoomBoys be the challengers here against Team Vision, with Team Vision being the raid boss, as it were, so far of this international. How do you feel they did? Do you feel they got what it takes for this game one?
Yes, I think Team Vision is gonna win. You can quote me on that. I will never be wrong. I think they are absolutely goated.
I want to change my opinion. BoomBoys are gonna win.
I will quote you on that after they lose the first game.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, well, let's hear from the coach that got this draft together. It is Coach Bulk with Slacks.
Hey there, I am here with both. Thanks so much, and Dima for translating as well. So, you guys are up against P-Vision, a very difficult team. You've had a lot of time to prepare, though. Are you confident that this draft is going to be the one that finally cracks this team?
Вы играете против P-Vision, у вас была возможность к ним подготовиться, эта команда в отличной форме. Будет ли у вас шанс их победить в этой серии, как ты считаешь?
Absolutely no sense.
There is always a chance, and I believe we will play much better than we used to play during the group stage.
Oh, what's changed? What's different now?
Что изменилось? We became better.
Okay, good to hear, good to hear. Were you surprised by that last pick? Techies kind of came out of nowhere. No, you were prepared.
Удивил ли тебя минер в пике? No, it didn't.
All right. You guys got a lot of your comfort heroes coming out here today. Is that just to keep the boys calm and ready to face off against them, or were you specifically looking to get these ones for this draft?
Много комфортных героев в этом пике. Это чтобы игрокам было удобно или чтобы против этого конкретного драфта сыграть? We just want to enjoy the great Dota.
All right, fantastic. Well, let's get into that great Dota as we throw to our casters.
Thank you so very much, Sir Action Slacks. What a great human being you are. Here at the International, welcome. We got Vision versus BoomBoys, a matchup we've seen, well, I'm not going to lie, we've seen it many a time, but that, I think, makes it a little bit more interesting because these teams not only play a lot of matches against each other, but scrim against each other, so there's a lot of like hidden strategies that we don't even know about, Cinderin. How are you doing?
Well, I'm very excited for this game in particular mainly because of BoomBoys, more so than Vision. Vision obviously 4-0, they're the team to beat. We've heard that on panel, there's no surprise there. But you and I have got to cast a couple of BoomBoys series, and we've seen they had a weird progression throughout the group stage. They started 2-0, they came in hot, and then they lost 5 straight games.
Yeah.
And then they barely scraped by to get into the elimination round, where they then 2-0'd the opponent that picked them.
Well, they didn't have a choice though, right?
They did.
Oh, that was the one that did have a choice.
Yeah, Aurora picked them, right? If I remember correctly.
Okay,
and Aurora had beaten them 2-0 in the group stage and supposedly also beaten them in 4 scrims in a row earlier. So I guess, you know, that's dangerous. You pick the team that had a lot of learning to do against you. So what I'm looking for here is have BoomBoys leveled up, because this is the hardest test you're going to get in your first series. I'm pretty hopeful for them in this game, if I'm honest. I think the Vision draft looks a little bit spicy and kind of hard to execute.
Spicy, you say? Okay. How is it spicy? It feels like a lot of regular heroes that we're used to seeing for them.
It doesn't have the most obvious way of initiating. You're playing a support duo of Techies Bounty Hunter who don't have reliable initiating lockdown. Your offlaner is not your classic initiation hero either. Vacuum, sure, it can work if the enemy heroes are in a specific position, but there's no guarantee that's going to be the case. However, I will say I think this Bounty Hunter is going to become a bigger and bigger pick. We've seen Yandex have great success with it on Soxa. They might run it later today. And of course, you and I, we cast a Vision game where we were like, this is, when it comes to 9 class playing annoying heroes that just roam around the map, give Vision and info, this is probably his #1 now.
I mean, I would argue both their supports are extremely annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, who likes playing against the techies, for God's sake?
It's just, if I looked at these two lineups and I didn't know Vision were on the Dire, I would say I like the Radiant lineup better.
Right.
It's just they are so good at playing even very hard to execute lineups. But with that said, if you do have a slip up here or there, I definitely think it's the kind of lineup that can really run out of steam. So need to get off to a good start, need to get some of the plays rolling correctly. Otherwise, BoomBoys have a, I think it's fair to say they just have a more stable lineup, right?
Yeah, it looks much more stable to me, but that, at the same time for Vision, we've seen this so many times before where, I mean, let me just ask you this very basic question with the Bounty Hunter. Is there a game at this level that you will win where the Bounty has 0 impact? Because I feel like he's either completely worthless or just takes over the game and they start snowballing.
Yeah, it's really hard to win if Bounty Hunter doesn't find the success that he wants. The good news is when you're playing with Darkseer, that's infinitely more likely. It's a great laning partner. You can see he's being super annoying right now onto Kiritich with the Iron Shell, as a matter of fact. Will not be able to kill yet.
Well, you say that. He won't be able to get to the
this is actually kind of close. We'll use the stick, though. It's just, this is a really good hero pairing, like the panel talk. Bounty Hunter can make moves. You always have the luxury of putting an Iron Shell on Bounty Hunter. He can go jungle with that, and you just farm more. It's kind of like having a Helm of the Dominator at the beginning of the laning stage. Bounty Hunter is notoriously a very weak laner, so having something that helps him be useful in the first 5 minutes is also nice, which is obviously the case here. Putting even more pressure onto Kiritich.
Yeah, I feel like the games that we've seen, which I guess haven't been that many, but they pick a hero such as a Darkseer. You talked about the Iron Shell combo with the Invis from the Bounty, but also the fact that Notice on this Darkseer can be left alone at some point, and Bounty can start to roam and or kill couriers, which I don't think we've seen one quite yet. But pretty potent combo.
Oh, they're diving this badly down here with Glyph.
Omi in a lot of trouble getting chased by 9 class. Pops the Fairy Fire as Notice being gone on by Kiritich. The vacuum comes out and that's going to be first blood onto Kata Omi. Notice will take a tumble as well as Kiritich actually does survive.
Oh, there might be a shuriken.
Stay alive here, gets the silence of the last second with the Bramble, as well as 9 class cannot finish the job quite yet. Still looking for the blood grenade now applied to the chicken as Kiritich trying to run it off. Very greedy, trying to get some last hits under the tower. He's just gonna get killed off by 9 class instead. Super greed mode for Kiritich as 9 class will be traded off. I can't believe he did that. Is now onto the tier 1 at the top lane. Miera left to his own devices will be dropped in addition. So Vision, after all said and done, have 3 kills to the 2 on BoomBoys.
That was basically a frame-perfect blood grenade. He broke the salve of Kez almost instantly, and that was actually important, because if he gets to heal another 50 HP with that salve, wouldn't have died to the final swing.
Did he
from Bounty.
really need that last right click on the creep, Cinder? Did he really need it?
Carry players.
Yeah, seriously.
That too. But like you pointed out, this is the biggest deal in all of this, is if you leave Centaur alone against Lone Druid, it's terrible. Like, this lane is so hard to play. So being able to force Kataomi to rotate down bottom obviously has big ramifications on Satanic's game, and he has probably just been the player of the tournament. If you're giving Satanic a free lane, if you're giving him a good start, Vision are going to feel super confident, and so far so good.
So I know Satanic has had some incredible performances in the past. I feel like last TI, I don't know if it was the pressure necessarily, but he was definitely not up to his normal standards. This TI, I don't know if you agree with this, as we have a pause, of course. It gives me vibes of TI-10 with Yatoro.
Yeah.
How he just came onto the scene. Obviously, it's not like a huge surprise that Satanic is playing well, but playing above expectations, I would say, at this point.
Yeah. And expectations are high, so that means a lot, right? I think in the top 10 GPMs of the tournament, I think Satanic has 6 of them, which is an unbelievable stat line when you consider how many games get played in a TI group stage.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I remember seeing a graphic where he had, I think 4 or 5 of them were on Nature's Prophet. Or at least that hero had a lot of the top net worths, and Satanic holds some of them. But yeah, it's just by design, the way this team plays, it's also what we saw, or what we heard from Rhea when she talked about Puppey, is it's very much in most of their games 4v5 for the first 20 minutes. You and I got to cast Satanic play TA in the most ridiculous farm game.
Yeah.
He got forced out of lane level 3, and then he jungled, and somehow ended up with 500 CS minute 32. Or something. So he's very efficient. He knows all the farming patterns. He knows what heroes to run in what game. They always prioritize him very much with the draft. This is actually a bit of an oddball because they first picked his hero. A lot of the time Satanic gets overall last pick. So maybe they just feel like this is a great hero against BoomBoys in particular. Lone Druid's win rate's pretty bad though this tournament.
Yeah, I was going to mention that because Yatoro played that in the previous series, and he started off with 3 kills. So
yeah,
that's a lot of the reason that he got up to a good... Because this hero in general, it feels like it's, for the first 15 minutes, very slow until you get the Aghanim Scepter eventually, and then things start to kind of pick up the pace. Does that feel like his playstyle to you?
Well, for Satanic, with how Vision play most of their games, him being in the jungle for 20 minutes is kind of par for the course. It's just a matter of, is the payoff on this hero versus a lot of his more traditional hard carries, is that a better trade-off for the team? And is it worth first picking? I think that's the biggest surprise out of all of this, is not that they're running Lone Druid, but that they rated this highly with the relatively, or actually just flat-out bad win rate. This hero has definitely been figured out a lot more in the recent couple of weeks. It was very, very strong heading into this tournament, but maybe Vision just... I'm not going to question them until I see it fail. They seem to have a very good understanding of what works right now.
That's fair. We should mention this mid lane for the BoomBoys. GPK off to an incredible start, 35-12.
Yeah.
Versus the Snapfire for no one, which is a lot lower, 24-0. So definite advantage for GPK early on, and we'll see if he's able to snowball that on his Lina.
Yeah, they definitely have plenty of late game scaling on both teams. One side with the Lone Druid Snap, the other with Lina Kez. I think also worth noting, in some of the games we've cast with Kez, this hero just eats tanky heroes in the late game. Such as when we've seen it played against Centaur. They have that themselves, obviously. I think the bear kind of falls into that category, where Kez can just kill the bear extremely fast later in the game. We also did see that in the previous series, even though they did not win that individual game. You started seeing the problems that Lone Druid was approaching in that game. So I can't with confidence say that this is a game that Vision are going to win if it goes slow and late. But I don't think that's the plan here anyway. I think they're going to hit the Ags timing, and then they're going to try to constrict the map with Bounty Hunter.
What is this? Is that real? 70-30 at 5 minutes? Just from picks, basically?
I don't know about that.
That's, Dota Plus loves some Lone Druid, I guess. My goodness.
I have my,
It still feels 50-50 to me. Call me crazy here. Yeah, that's really surprising.
This does not feel 70-30. I don't think.
Well, it knows something we don't. It is AI, after all, Cinderin. Has taken over our consciousness, as it were. Yeah, top net worth already in the game is Satanic on the Lone Druid, off to a pretty damn good start. I mean, the thing about Lone Druid late game, you're right that the hero, it feels like it falls off at a certain point. But one thing I will mention, and we saw that in the first series, and the reason it falls off is because heroes are able to scale more than the bear eventually, especially like the Kez type, but buildings don't scale.
No.
The melee barracks, it starts with the same HP and armor from minute 1 to 60 plus. And once you get mega creeps, it is, even regardless of your line, it is very difficult to come back from.
Yeah. You saw in the previous series that I believe Yatoro got a Stygian Desolator on the bear at 60 minutes. That's why he was able to backdoor tier 4s and the Ancient without, or even with backdoor protection. There's obviously no guarantee that you're going to find that at 60.
Eventually you'll find it.
Yeah.
Long enough, yeah.
But once again, I don't think Vision's plan is to go 60 minutes. I don't look at this lineup and think, hell yeah, let's go late game. But you're right. There is always that X factor of winning in that fashion that late into the game. And I also think Darkseer is, as much as I talked about Bounty Hunter controlling the map, Darkseer has been a little bit of a wild card too in some of the series we've seen, even if it's not particularly great for the wall against the enemy carry. Vacuum is just one of those game-winning spells, right? At any given point, you can slip up your positioning on the enemy team, you get 3-man vacuumed into a blast-off, and then it almost doesn't matter what the other heroes are.
Yeah,
like, if you're that far out of position, you can lose with anything.
And the Chasm Stone into eventual Shivas makes the vacuum absurd.
Yep.
Because a lot of times, like, if you go back in history, look at Darkseer. Okay, what good illusions does he make? Really, not great here, I would say. I mean, kind of Kez, but it's melee, It's really just Vacuum is that good that this hero can be picked in basically any situation.
Oh, they're on Kiritich's trail here.
Yep. As we see the Vacuum being put to good work, gets off the parry, but he's just going down fast to this double ion shell. So another death for Kiritich, number 2 on the chicken.
And this is a great start for Darkseer. This is a hero that sometimes has a bit of a slow start. I like to say level 5 is when it really gets a lot better for him. Well, he won the lane, so he's top net worth.
That's interesting. You can aggro the creeps, by the way, while being disarmed. I actually did not know that was a thing that defeats the entire purpose of it. Sorry to interrupt, Sin. I really apologize.
You don't mean that.
That's true, but I'm trying to save face here at TI, of course.
Yep, keep it up.
And some pressure now to this tier 1 mid. BoomBoys trying to find something on the map because they've lost their tier 1 bot already. They haven't really been able to pressure Satanic too much on this lone druid thus far.
This mid tower is kind of difficult for Vision to deal with, though. They managed to keep the siege creep alive with Cold Embrace and utilizing GPK's shield rune to tank the tower for quite a bit. And this is a great takedown, minute 7, losing the mid tower. Very unusual here for Vision. Yes, you took the offlane tower. I think kind of a given that that's going to happen with a lone druid rotation at some point, but that mid tower is a very big deal to find that early.
7 minutes in, Miero's just hitting level 5, by the way.
Yeah.
Not the best start. As Wisdom Shrines, okay, Satanic Bear is going to be very annoying. Going to force that more rotation from BoomBoys. Get off the hoof stomp. Do they actually have the damage? Do they have another stun? Doesn't look like it, so he's just going to TP out. Just delays as much as possible. Save level 3. Kiritich level 4 still on Kez. Level advantage, definitely the way of...
Yeah, Darkseer is right 6.5, and Kez just hit 5.
It's rough.
That is a very one-sided affair in this bottom lane.
I'm already with the helm now onto the Darkseer. Notice him having a very good tournament thus far. I guess you could say that for everybody on Dire's side. They've just had such a great tournament so far.
Yeah, not losing will do that.
Yeah, that's right.
Although, I mean, they've lost individual games. It's not like it's been flawless from Vision. They have been challenged a bit already, but
you learn less when you win, Cinder.
Yeah, that's right.
I heard this from a wise man once.
Maybe they make sure to lose their scrims then.
BoomBoys lost a lot, as we they lost 5 of 6 before finally just barely getting out of the group stage here to the main event now. They've learned a ton. They've leveled up for sure.
Yeah. Have they learned to play with a 6th in net worth Kez at minute 8?
I'm sure they've tried everything, Cinderin.
Yep.
There's no one. They get the scatter blast off here, looking for an opening, but the Bramble's gonna stop them in their tracks. I say that. 9 class in the tree, setting up the Mortimers. Looks like Kataomi's dead. Nice pick off from Vision. Not exactly what they were hoping for. GPK, obviously the prize possession if they can grab him, as 9 class knows there's no sentry in this area now.
That's obviously a very big part of Bounty Hunter, is the economic damage he does to the enemy supports. If you're already losing the lane to this guy and then you have to invest all of your hard-earned gold on the 5 into sentries, you're not really going to progress toward a meaningful item on the Wyvern. You can see we're 9 minutes in, he has boots and 150 gold on Kataomi, so this will be a very late blink, which is what he's queuing up. And that's mainly good news for the Lone Druid, I would say, if he does get involved at some point. Obviously, Winter's Curse, an incredible ability against specific things. If the enemy has a hard right clicker that gets close to the bear, it could be a way of killing Bounty Hunter, it could be potentially a way of killing Darkseer. Doesn't seem like that is going to be a likely play to happen in the near future in this one. It's hard to find a curse without dagger this game.
Like some stacks are going to be taken now by Miero and company.
Yeah. I'm the Dominator.
Level 4 on his return. And yeah, Helm Dom on top. Is Kaya officially finished for GPK? And what exactly is the Snapfire going to be going this game? I assume Boots of Travel to start things out. Is this a... I mean, I feel like I've mostly seen the magic damage build.
Yeah.
Do we see the right click at all?
I don't know if we've seen it this tournament. I feel like it's all been magic. I like the magic build better this game regardless. You're playing into Wyvern. Also, it's a lot of AoE damage that Kez can't really play around very well. So I think there's just too many upsides to going the long-range artillery build. And by going that way, you also potentially play better around Lina. Just outranging her is, you know, not many heroes can claim to do that. But Snapfire, one of the few.
Yep, that's true. I mean, I do feel like this is we're going to see the globs come out in the mid lane. Might be a trade onto Ducal. SGPK looks to be finishing up with
Lotus.
The last Dragon Slave for the road. The 1-for-1 is... Not sure if we're going to see any more action now that Mortimer's is down, but this does feel like an eventual game. I know I love to talk about it sooner, and I do apologize in advance, as track is now online for 9 class, by the way. A good cart game for the Centaur. I feel like Lina is an excellent recipient of said cart. I mean, even Kez isn't that bad.
It's also good to save against Lone Druid, right? He's very hard single target damage that sometimes is just hard to itemize against for your supports, for example, and then Centaur might just be able to reset the fight with a blink plus cart. He's going pipe first, though, as it looks. That is a little bit surprising to me. Not because it's not a good item in this game. You're playing against Snapfire and Techies, obviously, for some good magic damage and some Ion Shells, but we've seen it not picked up in games where it's better on paper, I think. Seen Centaurs just rush Heart a lot more often than not. So perhaps this is telling us that BoomBoys are looking to actually take the fight to Vision with that item timing and try to exploit the fact that Lone Druid is likely just going to be in the jungle until minute 25 at least. It's a pretty narrow window though, and if you don't get anything done, it's going to feel bad compared to going for bigger items such as Heart. If there's a good Lotus game, it's kind of decent. You're against Track, it's always good.
33 is out there somewhere shaking his head with this pipe purchase on Centaur.
Yeah, he's like, you should have gone Midas.
Radiance on Centaur, please. Appreciate that. 9 class is going to get some vision on the save, but he gets dusted at the last moment. There is a mine set up, but only a singular one. As Blast Up comes through, actually does connect on the save, but there's a counter curse onto 2. Good amount of damage, but now the Cookie's not going to reach. It looks like the Techies will tumble as a result, but the Terrorize coming at the last moment as well. Onto 2 as Notice gets off his wall, but he's going to get absolutely destroyed by Kiritich and the Laguna Blade. So a nice pickoff overall from BoomBoys onto 2. And Vision not able to gain anything out of this little skirmish here.
I think that is a great illustration of one of the potential issues that Vision's lineup has is once heroes start getting a little bit tankier, the burst damage just isn't that overwhelming. It's a level 6 Techies. He only got 1 mine down, and also a great curse, of course, to save that situation from Kataomi. But yeah, the kills, unless Snapfire is involved immediately, will drag out a bit, so it's kind of easy for BoomBoys to bring numbers and counterplay. Worked out well that time.
Not that I'm surprised to see the Mage Slayer, but the fact that they're going pipe on top of that for the Centaur feels like
it's a lot.
They're going to be pretty tanky in this mid game.
Yeah.
Feels like they want to take the fight to Vision.
Aside from the bear, who's going to kill these heroes when they are piped?
Radiant's middle tower is under
I would think Lina does some damage.
No, from Vision's side, I mean.
Oh,
like,
right.
How are they going to kill a piped Kez with Mage Slayer if he gets to hit the Snapfire a single time?
Yep.
It's not going to be that easy. Oh, 9 class getting some good information here on security.
Coming.
Yeah, this is
Darkseer, Snapfire nearby. There's the stun to start things out. Noticed in the area as well. No one connecting. That is a dead chicken. It's on the...
Oh, nice timing.
Is coming out at the last moment, healing up quite a bit. As 9 class now has to try and retreat as Kataomi joins the party. So Kiritich will not be dinner tonight for Vision, it seems.
Excellent timing on the Raptor dance. I think he dodged the cookie fully and got to heal up a decent amount and ends the play once again. If you don't get that burst in immediately.
Stop Ducalis, not able to get there in time. Haven't seen the value from the techies quite yet.
No, also saw in the stats going into the game, Techie's currently 0-3.
Does that mean Save has not played him yet?
One of which is Ducalis. He has 1 loss.
Okay.
I don't know if Save has played it in any of their
There's
games.
no way he doesn't lose on techies. They're just giving everybody else
Maybe
a
they should have
chance.
picked it in the game then.
That's why I thought they picked techies to try to deny it potentially, but I can't remember the exact order of the draft. Either way, GPK had his boots of travel with the Kaya now. Is going to finish off the Yasha. Combine it.
Very early gem from Katsuomi. I mean, this is a super strong timing for BoomBoys. I think their lineup's just better right now than that of Vision. You're running a gem, you have the pipe, you have incredibly potent spells. This is just a matter of not getting caught out and put in unfavorable positions. So far, so good.
Heritage is not super far away from the Desolator, and that's when he starts to get to the next level. But this is the hero that we have to worry about, or at least BoomBoys has to worry about from the Vision side. Mjolnir online and getting closer to the Aghanim Scepter, and that's when the bear can be autonomous. Sindarin can do whatever he wants. He's unleashed. He's no longer the slave of Lone Druid. They make it seem like Lone Druid is very good with animals, but he buys the Ags to get rid of the animal to the other side of the map. He doesn't want anything to do with it, it seems. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, it is interesting.
As we hit the 16-minute mark here at the International.
Not going to give you anything to work with on that.
Thank you.
All right, Yashikaya.
The Invis. Let's see where he puts that to good work. Heritage has had a lot of his experience stolen from 9 class, or at least leached.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
This is interesting, though, to see the Lina go this route. It looks like GPK wants to go Yashikaya into Pike, so trying to play the distance game. I guess supposedly looking to match the Snapfire range. Like, you can reset position against a lot of Snapfire's abilities. You can play against the bear.
Coming in for Heritage. Can he dodge another gank? He's going to get stunned this time by the Cookie with a Scatterblast to follow. There's the curse to try to save him. Mortimer's kisses, but he has the grappling claw just out of range. He's actually going to barely know. The last glove hits him right in the back of the head, but now a back wall onto 2 with the wall to come through as well. 9 class will fall as Notice still alive. Gets an Iron Shell onto no one, but he gets gripped by the Bramble. Another Dragon Slave for the road for GPK. So in the end, it's a 2 for 2 as, well, 1 core dies on each side, I suppose, but the carry, I would think, is the most valuable from BoomBoys' side.
Yeah, what an awkward situation. This is a 4v4 where Centaur obviously isn't there since he's farming the top half of the map. He's just jungling with his pipe. Think how much work that could have done there, right? But
yeah, where's the heart, man? You farm faster with that thing. Well, he's
gonna get
for the blink.
He's gonna get blinked now, so I think he is very much looking to be involved in the next.
Are you sure he's not gonna blink from camp to camp to get as much farm efficiency as possible?
He's definitely gonna do that too.
Okay,
no doubt about it. Yeah, that was a lot of things on the edge there. Importantly for Vision, they do get the Kez kill. That would have been a travesty if they didn't hit those last 2 globs with the opening they had, but. Another good play from Katsuomi to almost solve that situation on his own. Even without the dagger, it's been a couple of good curses. And yes, sure, the curse doesn't kill anyone, but it has proven to be a good reset button for them. And here is the smoke timing. Yeah. So with the blink pipe, Ducalis.
Good deny on the rune. That would have been very big for BoomBoys, and that spots the entire smoke. So a good sacrifice, absolutely, for Ducalis. As it will be Hurricane Pike next for GPK.
And there's the Ags coming out now for Lone Druid. So we'll see. I'm curious to see how Satanic chooses to play the map here. Obviously, you have different options. Once you get the Aghanims on the bear, you can just accelerate your farm heavily by jungling with your hero, and then obviously send the bear down lanes, farm jungle, etc. But you can also choose to be a little bit more involved in fighting. And this is a player we've seen farm a lot before he gets involved. Yeah. Already 260 CS here on Satanic. But let's see, considering they're playing with Bounty Hunter 4, I think he's going to be more eager to fight than farm on the bear. Keep an eye on their movement immediately with that Axe pickup. They are smoking.
Yeah, Vision, they're ready to pounce here. Going to try to bait potentially Miera, looking for an opening with that Blink Dagger. There's a Blink also on Noticed, the Darkseer, so watch out for that. This will be the reveal.
Oh, they're making their way down bottom. This is not an obvious move for Kiritich.
Although he is running away.
He's running the wrong way now, though.
Yep, going to get this camp. One more camp for Kiritich. Yeah, a little bit greedy boy.
Good sentry.
Very nice dodge of the cookie. And now the Mortimer's Kiss is on cooldown. TPs from BoomBoys as they want to try to do something with this opening. Gotta get rid of these annoying mines, though. At the very least, they don't lose their carry, so...
Kez is pretty good at destroying mines. He has a very fast base attack time, so... See, he can easily attack them before they explode. But yeah, crucial sentry there. Without that, probably a dead Kez. And for what it's worth, with the great start Vision had, they haven't really compounded on it at all. This is the same lead they had ages ago.
Yeah, I would like, can we bring up the Dota Plus probability here just to see if anything has changed?
No.
Okay, so it's not exactly the same basically. I don't agree with this still. It feels 50-50 to me. I'm an untrained individual. I don't do this for a living, though, Sinner. You do, of course.
Yeah.
And what do you think?
I would not say the Dire win this game 3 out of 4. That seems a little bit too lopsided, but... Gonna have to wait and see how it progresses at this point. Maybe we'll be made fools out of soon enough. I just see a lot of potential for BoomBoys. And again, let's keep in mind, it's worth remembering how they've progressed throughout the tournament. You can pick up a lot of momentum from hitting some adversity at the right time. Like, effectively, they came in with a good start, then they hit a slump in the middle of the group stage, and then they finished it off hot. So probably coming into this with a lot of confidence. You heard Bulk in the coach interview as well say that we just think we're playing better now than we were in the group stage, and have all the reason to think that after they got on a little bit of a heater toward the end, and especially getting their revenge in the elimination game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Class looking for some couriers. What's on this one?
Oh, that is real bad.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, if he gets out with this.
I don't think he's going to. Surely they'll catch up. Mass TPs from BoomBoys. 9 class already at half HP. Laguna Blade. Yeah, that felt really good, I'm sure, for GPK.
That would have been a disaster.
But Blink Dagger, that's 2 minutes. You won't be with you will be without that for the Wyvern.
Yep.
That's annoying. Yeah, they'll be able to get the D ward as a result of this. That would have been a very big turn if he was able to secure the gem long term.
Oh, down bottom again. This time it's worse.
Kiritich, that's right, finally shows up to this fight. Bear versus Chicken, who wins. Chicken is winning again, though.
They didn't have any detection.
No. Interesting.
Okay, that's...
Now
unfortunate.
They're bringing out Dust now, so that's good news for Vision.
They'll have it next time. Unfortunately, they might be getting backstabbed here. No one.
No one
he will
running away properly. Notice under the cover of the tier 1 tower as well, so this won't connect onto anything except for maybe the old Tormentor, perhaps. We are 2.5 minutes past its existence, so it must be vanquished immediately, of course.
I mean, when you have this many heroes in the neighborhood, you kind of do want to do it, right? But maybe BoomBoys feel like they don't have enough information, although... Alright, they're just going to go for it. They did see Darkseer, I think, on the ward in the enemy triangle. Maybe that was enough to feel confident, and that will be a nice shard for save. That's the upgraded first crown.
I feel like Dark Willow is... The Bramble specifically, and especially this shard, is very good against the Bear. The Bear is...
Yeah.
Once the BKB gets kind of low on timer, melee heroes in general have a lot of obstacles they have to get through. I mean, even Darkseer with the Surge sometimes just nullified completely because of a random Bramble on the floor. See if that comes into play.
See him going BKB for that reason, or at least partially for that reason. There's plenty of reasons to buy BKB in this game. BoomBoys with loads.
BKB on Darkseer now, too.
Yeah, that is
as Shiva's already.
Yeah, he is super farm. He is second in net worth.
I was expecting to see him first with this amount of farm, but of course...
Satanic's in the game.
Yeah, Satanic does exist, in fact. Silver Edge now on him, so a big power spike for Vision. They've tried 3 or 4 times in a row trying to kill Kiritich. They have not yet succeeded, but there's a back roll onto 2. Immediate grappling claw, though, and a nice LSA onto 2 from GPK. Into the counter curse as well. Look at this damage being applied to the Darkseers. No one gets a full range. Mortimer's Kiss is not really doing that much in the end, though. It's already 2 dead for Vision as Satanic's Bear about to bite the dust as well. again, BoomBoys are ready every single time for this Vision play.
Yeah, they don't have any immediate follow-up. It looks like a nice vacuum wall, but Insta-Stampede run out. They have to combo this with a blast-off or with a cookie, or it just doesn't matter. The illusion that they create is not strong. BoomBoys just reset position, and another great curse. I have to say, Katsuomi this game has been playing exceptionally well in the Wyvern, just in the right place at the right time. How many times now? That winner's curse again. That's going to be Roche. So now, BoomBoys have taken Tormentor and Roche and a good team fight.
All right, let's look at that Dota win probability again, please. Just want to double check that it's still 70-30 in favor of Vision. Okay, it's gone up by like 5%, Cinderin. Okay. Something's really wrong with this. What the hell? As now a heart finished from Miero, so does finally get to the big bad item on the Centaur, and will likely go for the Shard next, which is he is not going for that, in fact. He's going to be going for Ghost Scepter, actually.
He's going to go Crozier.
Okay. Oh yeah, full Crozier, true.
Yep, Darkseer queuing that up as well, so we're going to have a lot of ghostly heroes running around eventually.
A lot of Croziering going,
yes,
some would say. TP onto the Wolf, Miero. Would love to find an opening onto no one, but out of reach now. As GPK about 600 away from Ags. Titanic's Bear will be found and likely will be killed. Raptor Dance as
that is
with the stun, but that's just a suicide mission for Ducalis. So far, I have to say the Techies has not worked out at all for Vision. Because without that blast off, they really are lacking stuns.
Yeah. Again, it's not to sound like a broken record, but ease of execution here, it is just hard for Vision's lineup to do what it needs to do. And you have confidence in them because of their track record in the tournament, but I think personally for me, this is one of their weaker drafts. You always at the back of your mind, you're like, Satanic is super farmed, Notice is having a good game. They're going to find that fight eventually that is going to put them in a good spot, but BoomBoys have done a great job the last 10 minutes of not allowing them to really build any advantage on the early laning stage, where both the Darkseer and they won both side lanes, hands down, right? On Vision's side, it hasn't led to anything afterwards. No progression on the map. You still only taken the tier 1 top and the tier 1 bottom tower. You not even halfway through the mid one. And you lost both the Tormentor and the Roche. It doesn't get much better than that for the Radiant so far.
Yeah, and I feel like no one has not really what's the best way to put this? Because GPK started off so well, and he's continued that.
Yep.
No one has not recovered from the laning stage at all. Like, his impact, we've seen, I think, with Mortimer's Kisses, 1 kill onto Kiritich was pretty impactful. But outside of that, and again, lack of stuns, maybe not the greatest setup for him to get those globs.
Yeah, he's definitely plateaued. Easily the bottom net worth of the cores here. See, they're holding hands on all of BoomBoys' cores. They're within 50 gold of each other. How often do you see that? Ducalis
comes out. This will be an eventual death for Ducalis, one would think.
Yeah.
Eventually found in the tree line. So GPK Mega Streak got 5 kills to his name. As now an Aghanim Scepter comes for Kiritich.
Flame Cloak is so good against techies. You get a ton of magic resist, you get flying movement, so you can just catch him in the tree line. It's a very easy matchup for Lina to play now. If she doesn't get caught off guard, she can just solo kill techies with very minimal risk. Kind of just flying through the mines.
So double Shivas now for Vision, something we are seeing more and more since they changed the way Shivas works.
Yep, area of
Blobs
effect is
are
a
bigger.
pretty busted stat.
Yeah,
who would have thought?
Cookies are larger, so maybe they can get the stun that they've been missing all game long. As Kiritich and GPK will team up to secure the tier 2. Another minute on the Aegis. And not sure if they're going to get anything else, but they're still the tier 2's top and mid. It'll be too late to group up and go for that, as they do need to clean up these waves.
Something that's also important when it comes to main stage games like this is whether the players are comfortable with the idea of going late. Because oftentimes when the stakes are higher, people become a little bit more risk averse. They play safer. I think on the side of BoomBoys, they probably feel quite comfortable that this is a game they can win down the stretch. So if the pressure is on Vision to do stuff and their last, I want to say 3 or 4 team movements just haven't worked, regardless of what the game state is in terms of actual net worth, BoomBoys are probably just in their comms calm and focused on just keep on scaling. I just overall think their lineup will be better down the stretch, and the only thing that can really swing things is either a fat vacuum or if Lone Druid somehow gets to kill Wyvern before the fight even begins, right? He just comes in with Silver Edge and beats down Kataomi, but he is obviously going to buy items to try to solve that problem. You can see Kataomi right now eyeing up a Ghost Scepter plus the Aeon Disc as his quick buy, and if the bear doesn't buy a Nullifier, he'll never be able to kill the Wyvern.
Yeah, it's just going to be required at this point.
And Pete, for what?
Did they see 9 class on a sentry, maybe?
I don't know. Maybe?
Misclicked R. Okay,
Oh.
they did.
They did.
They get the dust. 9 class. Dead again. 4 staffs.
Honestly,
will be
a
finished.
pretty good death. That was a smoke move from BoomBoys that did not end up going on a better target.
At what point will Karatish be able to just destroy this bear? Does
Yeah,
he need to get 6 slotted?
That's the other thing about the late game. I think BoomBoys, this is their best hard carry in recent memory. I just think Karatish does exceptionally well in late game on Kez. He has a very good understanding of the limitations and of the strengths of the hero.
Yeah, I feel like we've cast him so many times.
He is so good on this hero. So again, just your confidence and your comfort. GPK is playing a hyper-scaling mid. Centaur, probably one of the hardest scaling offlane as well. Like all 3 cores can just become beasts. And sure, when it comes to killing the bear, it's mainly the Kez that's going to be doing the heavy lifting there. But Lina actually can do a significant amount of damage to the bear too. Even just forcing it to BKB is a big win if you can pull that off.
Yeah, for sure.
He's going for Butterfly, it looks like, on the bear.
Okay, so no Nullifier yet.
I don't know if he's going to get one in general.
How can you win this game without Nullifier?
Yeah.
Such value. It's going to be, what, double Ghost Scepter, and is there a 4 staff on anybody?
There's
Yeah,
a
one
force
4 staff
on
for
Wyvern.
Kataomi. He's going to get that Eon Disc as well, so it's just going to have crazy value this game. And the arrow. You can see 9 class gets spotted. Another death for him. GPK's like, thank you very much. Delicious treat for me.
7-0 on that Lina. And a little Dom creep as well. Oh, here comes the bear, but it's spotted, and Kez...
Forcing out that BKB.
They could curse it.
Yeah, they could.
They don't need to.
They have the damage. Very nicely done. So wasting a BKB charge now for Satanic. As Vision, it feels... Again, the Dota Plus is telling us something very different. It feels like they're not panicking yet, but it's getting to that point because it feels like these... I mean, for me, it looks these supports are not getting the value that they originally were picked for.
There is a big pickup though in the Hex on Darkseer because that allows the bear to actually kill a support. But you need to get it. You need to bring it together. You need to find the right moment. But it's definitely, you can see how the Dire lineup can absolutely just break a fight wide open. You just got to give credit to BoomBoys for just not letting that happen for 20 minutes straight. Again, 9 class.
Single double edge brings them to half HP. It's absurd. Another death for poor little bounty hunter.
Centaur doesn't even have the shard yet. Still rocking 5k health there after 2 double edges.
How often do we see 9 class bottom net worth of the entire game?
It's not that often.
I will say though, Vision, if they take one good fight, that's where bounty really help bring you back in the game. Get that net worth up. Maybe that's what Dota Plus is expecting, Cinderin. It's like, you picked bounty hunter, surely you'll get a kill at some point. A track kill, that is.
See, when's the last time they even got a kill?
It's felt like quite a while.
I mean, it's 17.
Okay, yeah, that is quite a while.
All right, well, Satanic took a tower minute 20. So the last thing Vision did on the map was 15 minutes ago.
You mean the last good thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sure.
Oh, no. Ooh, the hoof stomp just misses. Wow, wait. That was as close as it gets.
Yeah, Centaur had a Shiva there.
Hey, that's why Chasm Stone is great to just have in your inventory. Daedalus online for Kiritich. I believe he's going MKB next to deal with this Bear's Butterfly. But he's going to deal with Roche instead. Absolutely. This is going to be second Roche of the game, so Roche banner will be dropping, as well as the Aegis, of course. GPK with the damage rune. There is no way Vision can contest this. But of course, they still have a 70% chance to win this, according to Dota Plus. Very important to keep that note. The AI knows something that we do not. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Going to be a real barn burner.
It's definitely...
The power is still up. 35 minutes.
Would you agree that this feels like it's almost equally likely that this game is 45 minutes and 70?
Yeah.
It's like, if BoomBoys find one good fight now, they could just end the game. But at the same time, if they aren't able to really take advantage, Vision is just going to split push the map forever. Between Lone Druid, Darkseer, and Bounty Hunter
like
scouting.
Vision can delay the game. But again, we talked about it. BoomBoys, their late game, it just, to me, looks way stronger. Like, not even close. Could be wrong, of course.
I feel the same, but that...
Oh, we didn't take into account these mines. If they run into 20,000 mines, they can die. 4 minutes on Aegis for Kiritich.
I assume you definitely... I think you just give up this top tier 2, right? If you're Vision. It would be rather... I mean, maybe they want to get the element of surprise of BoomBoys thinking there's no way they choose this exact fight where we have Aegis. We'll see.
You gotta pick your fights very carefully. Like you said, one lost fight in advantage going to BoomBoys could just be game. Or at least close to it. Despite the net worths being dead even, by the way. That just goes to show how much Vision's getting out of the map, even though it is smaller than BoomBoys right now. No one snags himself an illusion rune. Kiritich showing himself in mid. What do they want to get out of this Aegis? Obviously the tier 2 top, but do they want to try to go high ground? Because like you said, it's not like they're in a hurry necessarily. And in terms of high ground defense, Vision have a very good lineup.
Yeah. It sure is tricky to push into Techie's Darkseer. That is pretty nasty. You can just get vacuumed into a bunch of mines. And your tower hitter primarily is Kez, who is melee, so he's going to be very exposed for that exact play. But maybe that's something GPK can deal with. Oh, Nero got it for free. That's
what a
real
tasty treat.
Yep, he's going cart.
Oh yeah,
almost has it.
It was killed though, or at least the courier was. Imagine if the items died with the courier. Bounty would be the best hero in the game. Actually, Ricky might be better, right? Does he insta-get with Tricks of the Trade still?
Yeah, I think so.
Good old days.
I mean, the courier did use to drop your items when you killed it. Oh, way back.
The bear versus the chicken again. The raptor dance to bring him back to a decent amount of HP. Laguna Blade on the bear. Life number 1 is down and out. No one in the meantime with the BKB trying to run away. They're going to be able to get life number 1 in all likelihood with that vacuum. They secure the Aegis. He's all alone on Kez. The wall's right on top of him. Grappling Claw's in the middle of the tree line. Has to pop the BKB as the Terrorize gives him a little bit extra space. Will attempt to TP out. Should be successful. Oh! From Satanic just in time. And that is exactly what Vision needed.
Critical error there, BoomBoys. You should not have pushed.
Apparently not. 70-minute game it is. 3K lead now for Vision. I'm afraid to ask about this Dota win. I have to get that update every 5 minutes on the dot. There's now a Basher's there.
I guess the good news.
All right.
The good news for BoomBoys in that situation is, yes, that was obviously a bad fight, but there's nothing to be claimed on the map for Vision except maybe a mid-tier 1. There's no Roche, there's no... Oh, hang on.
A big kill onto Notice. GPK has the burst damage. No one was feeling very confident he could stay alive. Ducals finally gets a blast up onto an enemy hero, but you can see Satanic going to town on this Lina, but the Cold Embrace is saving him. Shiva's from no one, going to slow them down as well. Little minus armor now applied to the center. The curse only onto the bear as they get the Yules to try to slow him down. Another curse crown. Talked about the value of that shard against the bear. Pretty damn good. So nobody's lives are lost on the BoomBoys side after the fact, but they get at least some sort of a trade. And the Darkseer pretty damn high net worth, so good target to kill off. No one working on a refresher already. Already starting to get these late game items.
Yeah, well, we're 40 minutes in. This is modern Dota. You get 6 slotted at 40 minutes.
That's right.
Nowadays.
It doesn't sound like you like that very much.
No, it's if you're one of those players who doesn't necessarily follow Pro Dota all that much throughout the year, but you watch TI specifically, you'll see that compared. I mean, last year was also pretty high farm, but ever since we got the big map, these 5-6 slotted inventories just do happen 5 to 10 minutes earlier. At this point, it's just way more gold on the map. So that's the state of affairs now. For better or worse, some people love getting 6 slotted faster. Some people think
who doesn't really, other than curmudgeons like you.
Curmudgeon,
you piece of absolute garbage. It's Miero.
All right, uncalled for. I would say.
So I'm really passionate about my late game item.
Yeah.
I'm a turbo player after all.
Yeah, well, you get 6 slotted every game.
That's right. Don't take that away from me, Cinderin.
Don't worry. I think turbo is safe.
I feel like Kiritich just finished Daedalus like 2 minutes ago. He has an MKB now.
Yeah, he's playing turbo.
Yeah. I mean, that Bounty Hunter's supposed to give you turbo-like farm. Hasn't really been.
Yeah, well, when you have 10 kills in 40 minutes, it's not exactly riveting to be playing Bounty Hunter.
Well, he's gotten a lot of courier kills, Cinder. That does add to it, of course.
If that were the old couriers that gave a lot of gold, then we would have been talking, but...
Boots have traveled 2 already for GPK. Interesting. Okay. So now
hello.
Report
9 class.
Allies as 9 class will be killed off again. How many deaths is that?
9 class, 9 deaths.
All right. Looking good, looking good. Satanic finds himself the chicken. There's Miero, though, with the save onto the horse. And Satanic will have to BKB in retreat, trying to get to the high ground. Mortimer's kisses to try to slow them down. Miero pops the pipe and just shrugs it off. Now that's the showing off the workhorse for Centaur. Look at these mines. Somewhere Slacks is smiling. Of course, he misses the green variety.
Yeah.
GPK now level 25. Kiritich just about to get there as well. Any surprises on the talents? Hasn't, oh, he did choose it for Lina.
No, I mean, Lina generally picks this, I want to say, every game. And Kez will probably take the Echo Slash attack. It used to be the Shoto Sai a lot when that was 100%. I feel like ever since that went to 80, we almost exclusively see Echo Slash attack. Alright, they're going to try for a little bit of a siege here with the banner. They don't have agents.
They do not, and the banner is killed off almost instantly by no one. There's 1 tick left. He takes a Laguna Blade to the face from GPK, not happy with his Roche banner almost being killed. The bear can probably just come in and swipe at that real quick. As notice, actually blinks in to do exactly that. He's going to get stun locked now. The Yandex does proc, so should be able to get away just fine.
Surprised they let him
alive.
Why was he the one doing that instead of one attack from Techies or the bear or, you know, something?
Techies has infinite range, it seems.
It's a bit surprising. He only has 600 attack range, but I mean, the banner was placed relatively offensively. So they almost got a tower out of that. Genuinely surprised that BoomBoys, out of all times they chose to push that one.
Yeah.
But hey, they kind of got away with it.
They got some good damage. No way to heal the tower, of course. There's no Treant Protector or Lich level 25.
Does Lich still have that?
What, Lich?
Yeah, does he still have that talent, actually?
Yeah, of course. Go look it up in case I'm an idiot. I feel like this is a turbo special.
Yeah, he still has it.
Right.
Yeah, Lich generally doesn't get level 25 outside of turbo. As a matter of fact, in order to get level 25, you need to be picked.
That's right.
Which is part of Lich's problem in this tournament. I think it's been picked maybe 1 game.
It's unfortunate because he has
if even
a great hole, Cinderin.
Yeah.
The Sinister hole, some call it.
That's right.
Very
Sinister
powerful.
Gaze, late game with Ags. Ooh.
Very good.
Shiva is now for Miero. He is 6 slotted on the Centaur.
Oh.
Not really much to be upgraded here except an upgraded Blink.
No, you could get rid of the pipe.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
9 class, is this another death for you, good sir? Trying to get some cover with the mines. They will blow up. The Shadow Realm will reach him. Curse Crown onto the high ground. And he's just going to get Echo Slashed by Kiritich. My goodness, the damage coming out of him is absurd. And it's like every time we look at Ducal, it's always just planting these mines. Miero's like, I will eat those up for dinner anytime, brother. So both supports are dead for Vision. It's Miero. It's like he's Tide Hunter trying to pick up fish, but unfortunately he doesn't get any stats from it. Definitely not getting damage though.
This is actually a really weird game to watch, isn't it? Like, BoomBoys have had to spend half the game chasing 9 class around to kill him off, and the other half they have to
They have to bash the back wall onto 2 heroes. There's the cart though to save Kez rather. Miero will use the Stampede to help get him away, but just like that. I mean, this is interesting because Roche is up, and now you don't have a BKB on your Kez.
Yep, true that.
Can you go for it?
They seem to think yes.
I mean, Cold Embrace to get him back to a respectable amount of HP. Will Vision try to contest? The Roche Belch comes out. They have the scan.
This is so fast. This is way too gross at this.
9 class. Not he'll do too much.
It's like a 5-second Roche.
Roche number 3 for BoomBoys.
9 class is too late.
Now they have the Refresher Shard to go along with another Roche banner. Cheese as well. Why not?
Yeah, this time they... I mean, considering how they pushed top last time, surely they're going to repeat the success up there, and this time with an Aegis and a better banner. They might actually even get some real estate this time. I feel like Vision just never has 10 kills minute 45. It's so unusual.
Yeah, this would be an impressive victory for them. Can we look at the Dota Plus probability by any chance here? Would love to see an update on that. All 3 Roaches have gone the way of BoomBoys, but it's not enough to give them the lead according to Dota Plus. Why do they hate BoomBoys so much, huh? Do they not own Dota Plus? Does that have something to do with it, Cinderin? Looks like they do to me. GPK, very high level on his Lina.
Well, if you want to look at it from a positive perspective, this is the highest win rate that BoomBoys have had since minute 4. So
no, it's less than that. Then we look at it 2 or 3 minutes. Or is it a huge exaggeration, Cinderin?
This is just a potentially at this point a one-fight game. Like if you get a clean opener for either team, you can completely obliterate the opposition. A 3 or 4 man vacuum into a combo will be devastating. On the side of BoomBoys, any good curse, any setup with... You have so many... That's what's so nice about the BoomBoys lineup, is that there's plenty of players that can play off of each other, so whoever finds the opening, it doesn't even matter. Like Centaur could start, Willow could get a catch, Lina could even start for herself. And in some rare occasions, maybe the curse can be the setup. Oh, look, 9 class.
Will he be dying again, Cinderin? He has
on a bit of a mission. Oh, but this time he's giving Invis to the bear.
Oh, that's right. GPK spotted. Miero, though, in the vicinity. They're not going to bite off too much. Getting that instant bash.
Yeah, and the Abyssal. It's actually really, really strong. You give the Shadow Walk to the bear, it opens with the bash, then it immediately Silver Edges and breaks you, and then it Abyssals you. This is a crazy killer combination around the map, but gotta find the openings.
How good is the break this game, though? Is noticed, gonna be noticed, no pun intended, and actually it was technically, as BKB just runs away.
The break, I mean, it's not really that big of a deal, but at least you get the, the Silver Edge slow is obviously great.
True. Yeah, that's actually one of the better additions in the last year, I would say, too. Especially an item that's just been around for a long time that has been picked up pretty consistently, I will say, throughout its lifetime. But definitely good against, well, they don't have it on the side of BoomBoys, but against things like Surge, just caps your movement speed. Against Spear Breaker, hilarious to see him try to charge.
Worth mentioning here, if you're a fantasy fan watching this game, Satanic is close to 900 CS, so if you have him on last hits, that's good.
Nice. Heritage, he's going to get stunned up right off the bat. Deal's going to try to keep him alive. Miero gets the hoof stomp off, but no one able to close the gap here with the Mortimer's Kisses on the backline. Satanic is deleting one hero. There's the cart being used, but nobody's inside it. It finally puts a little critter inside it. It's a chicken trying to run away, but the Aegis gets claimed while he's inside the cart. And Vision looking very good in this high ground defense. They get the Aegis, they get a buyback out of a support.
They didn't even damage the tower.
Yeah, Dota Plus knows something, Cinderin. Very smart.
Yeah.
I should pay for Dota Plus.
That's
Look
right.
At wait, it's went up for... What is happening? This doesn't even make any sense. Are they trolling us? Jesus.
Oh, we're getting to that part of the game.
All right, BoomBoys, you need to go down 10K so you can finally take the lead for Dota Plus.
I suppose it's a game time thing where we're getting later and later, so Lone Druid's expectancy is dropping off a cliff now.
Okay.
But considering the fight we just saw, I don't know how big of a concern that is. Satanic got his 3rd kill of the game at 50 minutes. He's having a wonderful time. 3-0-1. Back to the jungle.
I mean, how much... I always think of Lone Druid as such a fascinating concept because you can get 12 slot. We never see it, though. They always just end up deleting items that they have on the bear and replacing it. Why do we never see Lone Druid participating, Cinderin? Is he scared?
Yeah. If he's in a fight with his hero, he can't farm jungle.
That's a big courier kill. Miero, no BKB
pickup,
for a few minutes. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just if you're fighting with your hero, you can't farm jungle. So, you know carry players, gotta hit the creeps.
Very true.
Oh, Boots of Travel.
BK gets instantly bashed, abyssal, and blown up. Huge kill for Vision, and that is 100 seconds of no Lina. A godlike streak, no longer for GPK. His first death of the entire game, and it's a costly one.
That kill was worth 2,700, or what's that? 2,200 gold.
Now let's look at Dota Plus to see how much BoomBoys has gone up in win probability after the death onto Lina. It's gone down slightly. Unbelievable. 60-40 for Vision. I can't believe it, Cinderin. Incredible display. Yeah, GPK, that is a costly, but he's had an incredible game so far.
The good news is they seemingly are not able to use this for much on the side of Vision. Just more farming. None of their waves. I suppose the bottom wave is actually across the river, but looks like Kiritich will press a button and deal with that.
Yep. We'll be able to eat his Aghanim Scepter here pretty shortly, and what is he opting to buy next on the chicken? Looks like Satanic.
Yeah.
Not the player, the item, of course.
Yeah. Goodbye, Satanic, the player. It would be a pretty unfair game, 6v4.
If they transfer him, I mean, that would be one of the most expensive players, I think.
Yep.
There's now an upgraded Blink for Noticed.
And
as he is
the bear.
Essentially 6-slotted. Yeah, Swift Blink for the bear. All right, well, how much room to grow do these? He still looks like Refresher into Nullifier for Notice. I'm not sure what he backpacks. This is where we get into late game dotes, of course.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
What if you could buy an item for 5,000 gold that goes in your backpack permanently, and it makes switching faster, like from 6 seconds to 2? Do you think people would buy it?
For 5K? I mean,
5,000.
Late enough, yeah.
In turbo mode, you would.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, you know,
great idea
there. Thank you. Just adding to the great resume that I have, of course. Great ideas. 10K lead for Vision. Oh, the blink in instant abyssal from Satanic, and Wyvern just gets deleted. What the hell was that blink? Did not have Vision, but surprise, Vision were up there waiting.
It is... Man, it's got to be miserable to play against Lone Druid plus Bounty Hunter at this game stage. Like, it's hard to cross the river because there could be mines everywhere. Bounty could be scouting you. The Lone Druid's going to kill your supports immediately.
I mean, that reaction time from Satanic.
Yeah.
Man, what it's like to be young. I barely remember anymore. Definitely wasn't that fast, though.
You probably did some good op flicks back in the day.
I definitely did. Thank you very much for pointing that out, Cinder, and really appreciate that.
Be a professional Counter-Strike player, of course.
That's right. Very good back in the day when you could quick scope reliably. God, great days. No longer, though.
Well, you miss every Counter-Strike before this one.
Wonder what Notice is going to backpack when he gets these items. I mean, I guess we'll get to that eventually, but
yeah.
GPK in the meantime.
He's probably just going to swap out the disc, right? When it's procced, he can just swap it out for Refresher.
Yeah, and then BKB gets swapped out.
Or that, yeah, one or the other. Keep one in, swap the other one in.
Yeah.
After you refresh, depending on what type of fight you're imagining.
And for GPK, he's already consumed his Ags and is 6-slotted on top of that. How bad is this shard that nobody buys it?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is undervalued, no?
I mean, it seems like it's decent.
Get 12 stacks instead of 7, so that's a lot more attack and movement speed.
Maybe he's banking on Tormentor?
I mean, I guess. But you could argue at this point that if you buy it yourself, then if you kill Tormentor, you give gold to your teammates, which is actually better when you're almost 6-slotted, right? Because you're capping out.
That's true.
And it's better to give your supports an extra few hundred so they can get their Eon discs, for example. You can see both supports buying that now.
He did buy the shard eventually here. Roche number 4 is up. Will BoomBoys get the 4th Roche of the game?
And most importantly, will they be able to hit a tower with it if they do?
I was going to say, more importantly, if Dota Plus will believe in them at any point in this game.
Going to see more and more red mines on the map as well. Ducalis is expanding his territory.
Oh,
hello.
Want to get this arcane rune. They find themselves at techies. They force out the Eon. There's the back wall onto 2. Miero's going to use the cart, though, to get away. His character's on the other side all alone.
Oh, that is very awkward.
A big miss from Kiritich as he attempts to get out with that grappling claw. And now Vision smelling blood in the water. You see Roche is up, and I feel like some things have been expended for BoomBoys that Vision will have a decent shot here to get this.
And they're starting to place so many mines around the river, so BoomBoys were to contest this, it could get really spicy.
Up inside the pit, can Vision get their first Roche of the game? Dota Plus believe in them all the way, and now we're finding out why. But BoomBoys, they have something to say about that. The hoof stomp into the pit, onto the bear, only the one though. Now the instant hex onto Miero, has 6,000 health on this chunky centaur. Satanic going to be blocked off by these annoying brambles. And it is nighttime, so Roche will swap to his winter home in the southern side of the map. Class going to lead the way. Notice, jumps in, they get the Hex, they get the Abyssal from Satanic, focusing on the Centaur. He's really tanky, though. The Force Astro try to keep him alive. He uses the cart, going to try to put somebody in. There's a curse onto 2, though. As Miero looking for the hoof stomp after attack, getting some good layering stuns onto this bear. Notice spots the BKB, so avoiding all of this damage. They kill off the bear with the chicken, but another bear will be up very shortly. LSN on the high ground, the Brambles preventing this from going any further from the BoomBoy side. And that's going to break things up for the time being. Satanic has that second bear up. They're going to go for Roche. I don't know if BoomBoys can get here in time. The mines are very... even the creeps are against BoomBoys. Dota Plus, the creeps, what's next? Finally, no one getting the first Aegis at the game. They find themselves Alina, vacuum into the Abyssal, but there's the cart to try to save him. But the stun lock onto the Centaur. And now they get the force out on the high ground, but GPK has nowhere to go. Finally gets off the low sides and getting invis. Will be able to get out, potentially trying to TP out, and he does. But 3 dead for BoomBoys. And Vision in firm control of this game. Dota Plus knew all along. There's a damage rune at the top side of the river as well. If Vision can find it, this would...
You're definitely going to force buybacks here, without question. Lone Druid can obviously push very, very quickly. And he will find that rune. Bear now hitting for about 500 a pop.
Normal.
They have double siege creep as well, so it makes it even easier.
Yeah, Roche banner is on Ducalis. See where they opt to use it. Satanic, Bear. A little miscommunication from BoomBoys. They get the LSA for the vacuum onto 2. The refresher now popping. The Terrorize comes at the right moment. His character is absolutely destroying Notice. He gets killed off, but it's going to be a trade for the chicken as Satanic's Bear does fall.
He has another bear in 20 and refresher, so he technically still has 2 bears to go.
They're going to likely to try and protect this Roche banner while this bear comes back off cooldown. If GPK is able to kill it. It is very far away, though, as this Roche banner gets upgraded with each Roche. Gets farther and farther. Does it actually upgrade past this point? Like, how does it scale infinitely?
I don't remember. It's not very often we see games get like 5 or 6 Roches.
That'll be hilarious. It just ends up being global at some point.
I do
just win the game.
I think it does just upgrade every time, no?
Not sure. You're the analyst here.
Yep. Don't know everything, though.
Roche banner will be claimed.
Well, they got a tower!
They did.
Congratulations to Vision.
Looking for an opening. There's the hoof stomp onto the bear with the Laguna Blade as well. They would desperately need this one. Satanic does get the BKB up, but he is burning to the ground as Miero will take a couple globs. Did the bear survive?
No.
Okay, so that's bear number 2.
Yep, he could refresh now, but he's choosing to hold on to that refresher. Yeah. Knowing that BoomBoys aren't going to try to put any pressure, so probably risk-reward of getting a bear right now versus just waiting.
Yeah, it's 70 seconds away.
Safer.
You'll still have Aegis at that point. Still have Cheese. Still have the advantage. Can we take a look at the Dota win probability, please? Dota Plus, that is. Great storyline we've been covering since minute 3 of this game.
Yeah, you've been obsessed with it.
70, this is where it started. Look at how accurate it is. 72-28 at minute 3. It was essentially the same thing.
Yep.
Just masterful coding from Valve.
It's pretty crazy. It's been an hour, and we've taken 1 tower in the base.
And we're 1 minute away from tier 5s.
Yep.
That's
so
a lot of mines on the map.
All right, so what are we looking for? Obviously, Stygian Desolator for the carry.
Hold on. There's a block of cheese, Cinderin. Got to point that out.
That's pretty interesting.
In the backpack of Noticed.
Yep. So, tier 5s, you want Stygian Desolator for Kez and for Lone Druid without question. Harmonizer for Lina is probably decent. Obviously, Dazoon Bloodrite is also incredible for like half the heroes. Especially Darkseer would be wild. But almost every hero in this game wants Dazoon Bloodrite, actually. Bounty Hunter doesn't, Lone Druid doesn't, and Kez, I suppose, doesn't, but everybody else.
But that Raptor Dance could be huge.
It could. It could also deal 2,000 more damage with a Deso.
Yeah, that would be a little bit better.
Yep.
Oh, look at this. These items coming out for Satanic out of nowhere. Gets an AC, gets boots of travel.
First level 30 of the game is Mr. No One.
Oh, No One. Wow.
It's a bit surprising that he ended up getting level 30 first.
Yeah, he was off to kind of a rough start this game.
Yep.
60 minutes is upon us.
And yeah, No One is doing the hybrid build on Snapfire now, so he has both. As the Daedalus in his backpack currently.
Yep, normal.
Is going to be able to get the value out of both versions of Snapfire, essentially. I'm curious to see how he's going to approach fights, if he wants to go in for a big burst of physical damage first, or play off the globs and then do it. Because as we've seen from the previous fights, he doesn't seem that compromised when he cookies in. He's generally just able to waddle away after with BKB running.
Yeah, Omiro being pursued by Satanic as the Desolator. With the armor skits, what is damage? Look at this! Centaur almost dead. Uses the Yules to try to stay alive. Miero now on the run with the Stampede. Kiritic taking the brunt of the damage out from the bear. Gets the Raptor Dance with good amount of HP back. The bear does die, but more will come. I believe a cheese or Lotus was passed to Kiritic.
That was
back to full
BKBs,
HP.
Though. 2 BKBs for a bear. Can Vision use this for anything?
I think they might just wait for the next Roche.
That could take 6 minutes.
So Stygian for Satanic. No, oh my god, Notice gets Dazoon Bloodrite. I mean, that's S double plus tier, as one great analyst would say, Cinderin. For Darkseer specifically. That vacuum is absurdly large now.
Unfortunately for No One, he was not offered the Dazoon Bloodrite for Snapfire. Obviously insane on that hero, but he will settle for Spider Legs for now.
I mean, would he want that though?
Yeah.
You still would take that even though you're transitioning to more right-click?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you have so many spells still that you are going to use, and the AoE on them is incredible.
Oh, baby. Divine Rapier for No One.
Got a Fallen Sky on 9 class, Harmonizer on Techies.
All he needs is an Aegis. I don't think they're going to fight until they get Aegis now.
How many tier 5s do they have on the Radiant? They have 3. So Book of the Dead on Kez, that's a real stinker.
Yeah, that's not great.
Witchbane on Lina, and Centaur with a Minotaur Horn.
Okay, Witchbane, what does that take off this game? The root and
all the surges, track.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
You can wait. Is it self-cast or it's AoE now?
It's an AoE, and it targets all enemies and allies. So it's a double whammy. It's pretty good here.
Yeah, that's really good.
But I honestly still think ideally GPK is not the one carrying this item. If you want to have it, that's fine. I think Delina needs to have Dazoon Bloodrite or a Deso as well. GPK is doing serious right-click damage, so yes, it's nice to have the Deso on Kez if he were to be offered it, but I think they should have one on both.
GPK. Divine Rapier, how much does he need for buyback? And Divine. Do the math, Cinderin. You have a brain.
It's 4K surplus. He's almost there.
Okay, good.
It's about 1,000, I think.
The Minotaur Horn for Miera. So yeah, everybody, I believe, has a tier 5 now. Fallen Sky for 9 class, so he can die a little bit easier. Oh, I didn't realize he didn't have Blink. I mean, maybe Blink's not the most common thing on Bounty, but
it's been pretty popular this tournament, actually.
I mean,
Blink
basically
Force
has it now, though, with the Fallen Sky.
Yep, pretty good.
Daedalus. Wait, he had a Daedalus, didn't he?
On who?
Wait, he had double Daedalus. What? What the hell? No one. Double Daedalus Divine. All right.
Yeah, we're going full physical now.
All right.
Seems. This is the game ender on Snapfire. This is gross how much damage it does when you blink in.
That is disgusting. Obviously, we'll want the Aegis. And we are 2 minutes from Roche spawning.
So no one currently has an amp damage rune. When that expires, his damage is going to be, how much is this? 200 less? So he currently hits, so he will hit for 700 per attack with split shot, super high crit chance.
Yeah.
He could just blink and then wipe the floor with almost all of BoomBoys' heroes in a vacuum. It's dirty.
I believe the next fight will be Roche. But of course, these teams don't know when he'll spawn. It was a relatively late spawn timer. So they're going to have to continually scout it out. It's now a Divine Rapier for GPK, so I assume he does have buyback as well. He actually does not. 200 gold away. Imagine a fight breaking out right now.
Imagine he died without buyback now. That would be crazy. Just needs one creep wave to get that buyback secured, but doesn't really have access to anything just yet.
Are there any level 30s that you think are worth mentioning? I mean, what's the 25 on Dark Willow? I don't even know. It's been so long.
Either Terrorized does 500 damage or Bedlam hits 2 more targets. The Terrorized one is quite good. It's quite a bit of damage when you're hitting 2 or 3 targets in the fight. The Wyvern 25 is very good. The Splinter Blast stun.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We might get there. Kez is almost 30. That's obviously great. It's just more damage.
You called it. It's going to be a 70-minute game, Cinderin. Close enough. We round up.
This could... I mean, you tell me, how long do you think this game is going to be?
I'm going to say 78 minutes.
Okay.
And I don't know who's going to win. Dota Plus does, though, so should I even question it anymore? 5th Roshan up.
9 class.
Yep, he's spotted. Bedlam doing a lot of damage along with GPK, so they delete one support. Does have buyback, though. He's going to buy back, actually. As you can see, Yatoro has brought out a lot onto this bear. They're already getting the bear just by himself. It's a full lane for Vision. The Darkseer does die on the other side of the map, though. Now Lina all alone, going to get stun locked. Is the damage there as Miero gets the hook up at the last moment, trying to save his Lina. There's a back wall, though, and that is the Divine Rapier on the deck as no one just completely insta-gibs on the Snapfire. Double kill for him. And surely they're going to force these buybacks out. A couple have come out, though, for Vision. Obviously, they would love to get Roche, and they're going to decide who gets the Divine Rapier. Why not Techies? Going to use the Spell Amp version. And now, with the one lane, it's in the... I mean, the one lane doesn't matter that much at this point, but the Aegis... I would assume Snapfire ends up to... It's note... Okay, he did buyback.
Yeah.
Sure.
He has to take this Aegis. It's a good call. All right, that was 1 Rapier down, transferred to Techies, as you mentioned.
Very strong.
Still definitely not over yet, but that was a huge blow to BoomBoys. And of course, this is the problem when you're getting to this late in the game against the Lone Druid, that he can force the enemy to rotate 1 or 2 heroes just to deal with the bear up top. They did that, they still lost the barracks, and then simultaneously they get the clean Lina jump, and that's...
Heritage. Oh, he finds himself a Techie. He's trying to go for the Raptor dance, but gets... Oh, the damage from no one. It's not quite enough to get the kill. They get the curse instead, as they're going to beat 9 class into the ground. 2 minutes of no bounty hunter. Notice getting destroyed, but that is just the Aegis. Heritage with the BKB, attempting to run away now. Satanic gets off the Abyssal Blade. Absolutely destroys save. Absolutely destroys Heritage, as no one again with the damage on this double Divine Rapier. Double Daedalus. My goodness. He is the true carry now for Vision. And certainly going to force out the buyback onto Kaz as Satanic gets a second lane of barracks, looking for the Megas now. They should certainly need the buyback on the Centaur. He's going to come back now naturally, but that is Mega creeps now in favor of Vision. There's Kaz inside of the cart. Satanic's bear will likely fall. But that is not an entity that is holding a Divine Rapier, so he can just respawn that bad boy. Another Divine Rapier comes out for GP. How many do we have in the game, for God's sake? Is that 4? I count 4.
3, 4, yeah. Only 4?
Maybe there's something on the ground somewhere.
We need more. We need more than 4.
Maybe Roche will start dropping Divine Rapiers here pretty soon.
It is pretty insane to watch the damage output of the Snapfire, though. Like, that is just something else.
And they're going to wait for this respawn of 9 class.
No one was juggling his rapiers.
Yeah.
Eventually goes both physical. I think just made a mistake.
Probably the right choice, I would say.
Trading for 2,500.
He has an AC. I don't know what he's going to do with that. They still have block of cheese. How do you... Okay, I was going to say, do you just use it?
Yeah.
To get this barrier? 20 seconds for bounty. So that's 500 extra barrier now for... Is that 5 minutes? 300 seconds? Okay.
That is 5 minutes.
Very good. BoomBoys down 66K. Let's look at the Dota win probability one more time. Is it 70-30 somehow? All right, not quite. 97-3. That seems about right. Mega Creeps.
Mega Creeps and 70k gold lead and still 3% chance. Yep. That's interesting.
Dota Plus wants to make it, doesn't want to make it obvious that it can just predict the future in general.
Hold on to your taters.
Gotta give them a bone here and there. As no one will get an Arcane Rune. Now they have 5 up and running. In terms of buybacks, well, Lone Druid doesn't matter. It's really the Darkseer, 4 minutes from his, and Bounty as well. And on the other side, only a single buyback for Miero. They're going to open up onto Miero. Look at that damage again. The Cold Embrace is going to save him, though. This Centaur is not tanky at all. As the bear is destroying the base! A la Yatoro, they get both tier 4 towers in the blink of an eye. And now the Ancient fully exposed. As Vision looking to close the book on this first game. It's not even the series. It's the first game of this best of 3 in the upper bracket here at TI.
Maybe Satanic indeed did watch that game and he was just like, I can do that too.
That's what he's certainly doing it. He hasn't died yet.
That looked fun.
Now Swift Blink for no one.
Pez Rapier, there's your 5th.
Okay, very good.
9 class will die again.
Yep. And he doesn't have buyback, so is this another 90 seconds wait time?
Look how many mines are on the map. Jesus.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy. He's covering the entire pathway across to the Roche pit, and the top half is covered. The bottom half around the rune is covered. Their own triangle stairwell is covered. Their base is covered. I mean, this is... Even if you somehow took a good fight on BoomBoys' team, still plenty of issues. You saw the Eon Disc there already procced on the Willow. Wyvern almost got his proc too.
They still have fortification for BoomBoys. Is that another Divine Rapier? Mm-hmm. Is that
6?
Is that just going to be on the ground somewhere in case he dies?
I think he's just going to keep it in base.
Yeah. Probably for the best.
I mean, style points if he gets it on him. 3rd one, just swap it in instead of BKB. Giga Chad. Not going to happen.
Unfortunately, we're not going to see the Aghanim Scepter for Snapfire. Would love to see the bear just being thrown to the other side of the base to just kill off the Ancient.
I mean, you could have definitely chosen to buy that over a Backpack Rapier or a base Rapier, if you will, but...
It's a decent save, I would say.
I mean, it's also an interesting initiation idea to be able to toss in the bear, but...
Yeah. Whoa, okay! Did that just happen? Was that a single shot?
Oh, well.
Oh my god. Poor save. Didn't even have time to pop Shadow Realm.
Yep. Late game Dota. Yeah, so Willow has 11 armor, and Deso gives minus 13 and is procced before you do the damage. So if no one crits for 2,500, it's 2,500 pure.
Yeah.
And Willow has 2,200
Miero.
HP.
He pops wasn't the BKB, it was his neutral item, but trying to keep 9 class out of the base. Yeah, they have to stick around for this freaking bear. So annoying to deal with. And all Vision have to do is wait for the creeps to get close. They have Roche Banner as well. I mean, how the hell do BoomBoys defend this? Moonshard for Satanic's Bear. Doesn't want to go for Divine because it is dying. He has double. He ate one and has another in his inventory. Yeah. I mean, what's on the actual lone druid hero? He has Refresher and Octarine.
Yep,
okay?
Standard.
I mean, you just don't want to play with this hero ever?
No. Not when you can jungle.
You can have 6 heroes in the base.
Yeah. Well, now that he has Moonshard, he is going to push this real fast.
Yes, he is. And here we go for Vision, trying to end this game number 1. GPK showing himself. Notice, gets off the vacuum. There's the damage. The Eon just procs. Now they're going to back away. Roche banner placed on the high ground as there's the Bear going for the Ancient again. They get the Yules against him. Then pop the BKB will do so. Get the Abyssal Blade. The damage is enough to kill off the Bear. The Ancient is almost dead already, and Vision haven't had to expend basically anything to kill it. They're jumping from nowhere, trying to finish on the base himself. There's the fortification. He will fall, though, with the Divine Rapiers. What the hell is happening?
Wait, was that...
They buy back on the Lina. No one thought he could just finish the game, but no, says GPK.
That was really unnecessary. You could have just waited for the next Bear to do this again. Instead, you just threw away 2 Rapiers.
All right, let's look at Dota win probability again, Cinderend, just to make sure that things have not gone crazy in favor of Vision. Here we go. It's gone down 1% since that play. Still understandable considering they don't have fortification and it just takes probably a single Bear just to kill this thing.
Effectively now, all you need to do is get waves in the enemy base, bling in with the Bear, pop BKB and end it. And they can only deal with it by cursing the Bear or insta-killing it in a stun with Kez. They have Crimson, that's true.
Okay.
I don't know if that is enough though. I feel like the Bear hits way too hard with Stygian Desolator.
I bet they wish they picked the Lich. Cinderend, level 25 heal, very strong.
Right. They might have got there.
Yeah, Abyssal Blades are coming out. Some more ways to deal with the Bear. A Lincoln Sphere would be, well, I guess, a Lotus in general.
Save sold all his items except his Blink Dagger to buy Abyssal and Willow. Because the only way you ever win this game is by chain stunning the Bear.
Now, how do they communicate who's stunning the Bear first? They don't have much time because it just dies so fast, the Ancient, that is. Do you think they have an order of priority?
Whoever sees the opportunity first just goes, I think.
All right, well, Vision going to be back up with all 5. Snapfire will have, I believe, a single Divine.
He must have a Rapier in base, right? He bought that earlier. That's on his courier.
And Roche will be up in a minute, so no reason for Vision to wait, or there's no reason for them to go for it when they can just wait for Roche.
Well, the reason to go is that Glyph is down and the Ancient is on half HP.
That's a good reason, I suppose.
But of course, could also wait.
Smokes on both sides. And Vision, again, attempt number 3 at the Ancient.
9 class somehow.
Get some Vision. Notice he's jumping in. No one jumps in. In addition, he gets a Abyssal Blade with Satanic. With the Bear, it's going to get cursed at the last moment. Does he have enough damage after the fact? Gets bashed again. Gets stunned again. Down goes the Bear. Is there another one? Divine Rapiers hit the deck again in favor of BoomBoys. They're just collecting Divine Rapiers. 35k lead for Vision. It's gone down by half.
That was Curse and Crimson.
All right, they're going again. Another Bear up and running. Does not have BKB, though.
Yeah, that was the Bear's BKB. Now they can control it in other ways. I don't... can they end?
It looks like they're going to go for it. I mean, that was a buyback for the Snapfire, right? Yeah.
No one buys
and another Divine. Okay.
Yep.
They just need to come in from opposite angles. There's the AoE Surge. And attempt number X as noticed again, right on top of the throat. It's enough as Vision finally bring this game to an end. 77.5 minutes. They take it. What an awesome game number 1 of this series. Holy shit.
They look so calm about it too.
They've been in this situation many a time.
They knew this was inevitable. At some point they were going to break